Students around SUNY Brockport have long complained about poor parking situations on campus, especially during the winter.
Yeah, my car got stuck in the parking lot because they just plowed all the snow up against the back of my car. Thank God I had a shovel, I was able to get it out.
Sometimes like just the snow being built up, and then just a lot of like just the snow being built up so much where you can't even find a spot in some spots. That's probably the biggest negative impact.
Students who live in Brockport but off campus would much rather drive to class than trudge through the slush in the colder winter months. That population of students, along with other commuters from surrounding areas and faculty, are all vying for spots on campus. Parking can get packed very quickly.
I feel like the parking is definitely a big problem. There's really not like a lot of, like here, especially like there's a commuter lot, so a lot of spots like get taken.
We'll say there is definitely a lack of accessibility for parking on campus. Like if you have to go to, let's say Lenin, the closest spot you're parking in the winter is the lot across from Holmes, which is a solid 5 to 8 minute walk. Or same thing for Hartwell. That lot fills up ridiculously quick.
Near Hartwell and things like that, usually during the day, there's not many spots.
As a result, students must park further away from where they originally wanted, and in turn, could make them late for class.
And then sometimes I can't find a place to park for class, so I got to park like miles away, and then I'm 10 minutes late for class. It's really a disaster.
Another issue students have with parking on campus is the parking services department, as well as administrative policies. One issue that enrages students is the entire idea behind parking passes. These passes cost students $150 per year.
I'd say it's definitely a struggle because you have to pay almost $200 for a parking pass all year, and then even when you do get that parking pass, you sometimes get a really bad spot where you're almost walking as far as if you would from your dorm or house.
Although it is not much in hindsight, students are upset because they already pay for other products like textbooks and paying for other supplies for their house like gas or food, depending on where they live off campus or commute from a nearby town. Additionally, they argue that they already pay upwards of $25,000 per year to attend the college.
Well, I'd probably lower the price of parking passes. I firmly believe that if you pay to go to school, you shouldn't have to pay to park here. Like you should just be able to, like, you're coming in here to go to class, so you shouldn't have to pay.
We talked to students on campus to see how they personally would improve parking and parking services.
I think the best thing we should be able to we should do is designate parking passes either per lot, like we do for freshmen, and have it separated by major or class instead of how it's currently organized. Because a bio major loses a parking spot to a mandatory class, where a gen ed anthropology major who has a gen ed in Lenin has to take their spot and get there instead. I think there should be a level of priority.
Allow freshmen to park behind the dorms because there's a parking spot, or maybe have them pay for a different permit to do it at least.
They should also make like the permits that we have now just kind of stink. Like you can't park anywhere except 1 or 2 lots around campus, except on the weekends, which is kind of nice.